Good morning to all present here. We are Simplify. Today we are here to share the journey of Simplify from the time our team took its management. Simplify has achieved great levels of success in the last 9 quarters, and therefore we are going to see how and why this was possible. Hello, I am Deepika Pradhan, the assigned leader of the team. I was responsible for gathering all the decisions and entering them correctly each week. In addition, I was also responsible for analyzing the overall performance of the company and maintaining its good health. One of my main roles was to organize the team and motivate them to enhance team effort and efficiency. Today we'll be covering these topics. Now to begin with, our company's mission was to stand out and become the best-in-class aviation service provider in the industry by considering the main aspects. Firstly, safety was the uppermost concern of our company. Secondly, providing high-quality service to our customer was also our main priority. The reliability and quality service of our company was the medium through which we wanted to create a trustworthy relationship with our clients and customers. In addition, we wanted to create an impact in the society where we conducted our business. Thus, we believed in corporate social activities to give something in return to the society. Vision. The vision of our company was to attain high quality service and reliability. Along with customers being our first priority, we also wanted our employees to be equally satisfied and motivated working in our company. As mentioned earlier, we wanted to eliminate the chance of any major accident by providing safety, maintenance, repair and overhaul in the uppermost level. Our ultimate goal was consistent growth and innovation in the industry with a good reputation and trustworthiness. In regards to our company's core values, we conducted different CSR activities in each quarter of the simulation. Our total spending in CSR was about $80,500 over the 9 quarters. We conducted aviation and mechanism program at local colleges. In addition, we also donated funds for educational and general charitable causes. Likewise, we also made sure that a share of the funds was allocated for health and safety care of our employees. CEO leadership model. Me as a leader, I adopted the visionary leadership model, which enabled me to direct my team towards a shared vision. I was able to motivate and lead my team effectively and efficiently by sharing information openly and by learning from my mistakes in every part of the journey. Now I'd like to call Pratik to share the information of our company's context.
Thank you, Deepika. Good morning. I'm Pratik Bogati and I'm the marketing manager of Simplify. And I would now further carry on the presentation by looking at the company context. Moving on, first of all, I would like to talk about the industry evaluation. For the industry evaluation, we use Michael Porter's 5-force model. And the basic highlight of Michael Porter's 5-force model is that Michael Porter's 5-force model helps us to assess the potential due to which how we can sustain and have an upper hand in the profitability of our company. And by analyzing the 5 forces, we also can bring an outcome of as in how we can drive the company towards a more profitability and more sustainable growth throughout the industry. Moving on with the components, first of all being the buying power. And under the buying power of our companies, customers had high buying power, and the competitiveness in the market was also very high. And our pricings were attractive, due to which the purchasing power of the buyers were also significantly high, whereas this overall helped us to attract more customers towards our airlines. Secondly, we have the supply power. In the initial phase, we had a very high supply power for our company, but as we proceeded towards the final quarter, a slight decline in the supplier power was seen for our company. And talking about the threat of entrance, as the competition is very high in the airline industry, the competition for our firm was also significantly high, as discounted or the normal airfare was prevailing in the market. It was a bit difficult as in for us in the initial phase, and we could minimize the threat eventually after quarter 7 as we entered the luxury market, and which could help us have a bit of upper hand. And the threats of substitute. High threats of substitute was seen due to better or like similar kind of quality services that our competitors were providing in the airline market itself. And due to this, the competitive rivalry as a whole was very high, because as I mentioned earlier, because every airline industry in the market was providing equal or to like up to the mark service in the industry, so the competitive rivalry was pretty high. So the by providing best deals to our customers, we were able to overcome this competitive rivalry situation in the market. Moving on, we have the capabilities of our company. Listing out the capabilities, we have marketing, human resource, operations management, finance, and assets management. And further, we would like to elaborate each of the components in brief. As me being the marketing head, I would like to focus on the marketing bit of our capabilities. First and foremost, we have the fare prices. And from quarters 1 to 8, our fare prices were ranging between $38 to $40 as we were operating in the normal market. After quarter 7, as we entered the luxury market, our price was set to $50 as it was meant to be one of the standard price set for the luxury market. And moving on to the fleet acquisitions. In total, Simplify acquires 5 airlines, among them which being Embraer ERJ135 being 2 of them, and Embraer Brasilia becoming the next 2, and finally a single Aeropostale aircraft. And the promotion and advertising budget. As recommended by our UWE slides, the promotion and advertising budget was to be distributed in 1:3 ratio, and we were able to keep that intact throughout all our quarters. So it was the total budget throughout all of our quarters were $409,500. And finally, we provided the in-flight magazines to our customers so that during long durations of flight, few customers might feel sleepy and might go to sleep, but some might not, so they could keep themselves busy through reading the magazines and pass their time. So I would furthermore like Bishesh to discuss the capabilities.
Hello, my name is Bishesh Kansaka, so I'm going to talk about human resource. So you can see we have provided a 48,000 compensation to our employees plus 0.9% of the prevailing wage and additional 20% of the profit for all the employees. And about quality and training budget, we have spent $232,000 over the 9th quarter on quality and training budget. And about talking about the reliability, we have 99% reliability, which is the highest, and the number of employees. We have total of 138 employees, including 3 personal sales. 3 personal sales at the 9th quarter. At the beginning, we have 81 employees, so it has tripled the amount of the employees. So I would like to call upon Minali to talk about operations.
Hello, I'm Renali Agrawal. I would be taking care of the operations. So we have 4 areas that we're going to cover in operations. The first one being routes management. We used aircraft scheduling tool to manage our routes, and by seeing that this aircraft scheduling tool actually helped us to know how if we were overloading or underloading, because if we were underloading, we were to be charged fines. So it helped us, and the maintenance would also be disrupted. So this helped us manage our flights and routes. Another is aircraft procurement and disposal. We had later realized by reading the manual case study and by the UWA slides that were provided by the university, we realized and learned that it was better for us to enter into the luxury market in the later stages of our quarter. So for that reason, we disposed our Beechcraft 1900 and acquired cabin class turbos and jets, Aerospatial and EPRJ, Embraer EPRJ 135. The next is the fuel purchase forecast, the maintenance level. In quarter 1 to 2, as we had started from discounted market, we thought we realized and we learned that level 1 would be very good for discounted market, as the prices are low and the quality does not need to be very high. But when in quarter 2 we received the UWA guidelines, which helped us learn and realize that while entering the normal market, it will be advantage for us if we increase our maintenance level to level 2. In quarter 6 to 9, as we entered our luxury market in quarter 7, we increased our maintenance level to level 3. The reason why we increased our maintenance level to level 3 in quarter 6 was because we already had in mind that we would enter the luxury market. So basically we wanted to consume more of customer loyalty, and we wanted more customers to get attracted to us before we enter the luxury market. As we learned from the manual study and the past data that were provided, we took the decision to buy fuel both on spot and on contract as on equal basis, as this would balance the cost and we would minimize the cost, and that was also the trend. As you can see, the aircraft scheduling, we had daily, in the quarter 1, we had daily flights, we had 13 daily flights, total seats were 247, our total miles was 5,360, and our daily seats miles were 101,840. In quarter 9, our daily flights were 24, total seats were 870, and total miles were 10,020, and our daily seat miles were 3,63,780. Moving forward, I would hand over the finance department to Sujit.
Hi everyone, I'm Sujit Gopal Shrestha and I'm the finance manager. First, talking about the finance status of our team. At the beginning, we had the decision whether to purchase or whether to lease or buy the plane. So at the beginning, we had 3 Beechcraft, and so in the second quarter, we disposed our 2 Beechcraft and purchased one Embraer ERJ 135 and Embraer Brasilia, and so on. In the later phases, we also purchased Aerospatial to serve on the luxurious market, as it had low operating cost. So at the beginning, we chose to lease rather than to buy, because we didn't want to increase our debt to equity ratio, as leasing the plane might increase the debt to equity ratio. So we allotted stock and we issued stock, and so our outstanding stock was really high, and which ended up in a negative downfall of our company. So further, to talk about financial position of our company, we will look at our return on sales, return on equity, and so on. This ratio will help measure our financial health of our company. So managing cash flow, as you can see, we manage our cash flow from here, as it was 5,171 to we managed our cash and we brought it down to 89,165. So like we will further talk about these financial terms in further slides. So at the initial phase, as I said, like we leased a plane rather than buying it, as we were serving on a normal market. 5 minutes. Skip. For further, I would like to call Bises.
So I'm going to talk about strategic implementation. Like Book said, we have total 5 aircraft and 3 types of aircraft, which is ERJ-135 and Brasilia and Aerospatia. First, at the beginning, we focus our market on normal market. So our main focus was on low middle income passengers, and from the quarter 7 we focus on luxury market, and our focus was on business and holiday travelers. And our strategy was to give fares on foreign market and routes with having low passenger factors. And I'm going to talk about Porter's generic strategy. Porter states that if an industry is determined whether a firm is profitable is above or below the industry average, and how it sustains in long term. So our company focuses on differentiation focus part. And we adopted differentiation focus strategy as our ultimate goal was to dominate the luxury market by providing our customer with a reasonable price, to have a competitive advantage, and to have a different or unique strategy of our company to adopt by adopting fare sales and targeting routes having low passenger load factors. Next. So I would like to call upon Deepika for unique capabilities.
The unique capabilities that our company possessed are huge fleet of 5 big aircrafts in good condition, 3-time flight, morning, afternoon, and evening in all our operated routes, highest quality training, quality rating, and reliability in the industry, experienced employees as we have 0 employee turnover. And in terms of cumulative net profit, we rank 4th in the industry with an amount of approximately 1.7 million. In terms of net profit, we rank in 3rd position with an amount of $412,000. In terms of, and we are the 2nd highest dividend provider with an amount of $200,000. Similarly, in terms of gross profit, we had as we can see, we are the blue lines. We were in the least to earn gross revenue in the 1st quarter, whereas in the quarter 9 we reached to the top 2nd top with an amount of 6.6 million. Thank you. Now I'd like Sujit to share the performance results.
Sorry. Talking about performance results, like at the beginning, like all our team members like decided, like the decision were made by all our team members, like deciding what to do and what not to do. Like, talking about balance scorecard, like at the customer perspective, we made this balance scorecard measuring our vision and mission in the 4th quarter. From the customer perspective, we will improve. Like we said, like we will improve our product and services, which we did in the later quarters, and we also started serving in route F and E. From the financial perspective, we increased our revenue by serving in the luxurious market, by later on entering the luxurious market. Return on assets, like at this point, our assets decreased as our operating expense were really high because we purchased a plane in this quarter, and our services were really low. As we were providing service in normal market, our services were not up to that point, our quality and service, so our sales went down, so it impacted in our net sales, and our sales went down in this quarter. So And talking about return on equity, as we allotted our share and our lot of share were allotted, and the management of the share amount were not done properly, so this impacted here, and slowly it gradually went up. Same thing with the earning per share. As our lot of shares were outstanding, the earning per share went down, and as we were also not making any net profit, so this impacted very badly.